We are Venomous!
And this is J0KeR's Electric Circus on Metal Messiah Radio.
Why so serious, son? It's DJ J0KeR in the house.
What's happening, all my metal friends from all over the world? Welcome to another interview Friday night edition of the Electric Circus radio show brought to you by MetalMessiahRadio.com. Tonight, here with me, we have guitarist J0KeR's, guitarist Ivan Landgraf, guitarist, and Tigas Pereira, vocalist of Brazilian melodic death metal band Venomous. The band was formed back in 2012. They have 2 full-length albums under their belts already. Defiant full-length album they did back in 2018. And the Black Embrace full-length album in 2019 they put out. And now here in 2021 they released Tribus, the brand new EP, released on February the 19th, 2021 via Brutal Records, with 4 face-melting new melodic death metal tracks on the new EP, Tribus. All right, my metal friends, let's welcome Ivan, Tigas, and Gia to the Electric Circus radio show presented by MetalMessiahRadio.com. We are your metal music messiah. How are you doing?
We're awesome.
Great. Thank you for receiving us tonight. It's been a pleasure.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
Okay, please tell us about your band Venomous. How did it all get started from the beginning of Brazilian melodic death metal band Venomous? How did it all get started for you guys?
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you for having us here, and shout out to everyone listening to us. Well, I'm J0KeR, and we started this band back in 2016. We had an idea. We were all friends, and we decided to have like a band that we could like make some songs. And then we started playing together, and all things that, everything like clicked together. It was awesome. And then we started actually writing our first record, which is called Defiant, which was released back in 2018. And then from there, we went to Europe as we released our Defiant. And man, since then it was like fun all the way. We had lots of fun, lots of work, and it was awesome. Making this record, the first one, is like really important in the life of an artist, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, back when we decided to form the band in 2016, we were struggling with personal issues, and when it all worked, when we clicked together as friends and as like musicians, it all worked out very naturally, and the band just began,
Right. Please tell us what each band member brings to the band's creative process and the gifts they bring into working together as a kick-ass band, the songwriting and the creativity.
Well, I mean, for example, the band works out of like within, everyone has their like own role and actually influences, For example, I'm of a guy that likes, classic metal and some kind of thrash metal and some death metal. But still, I'm kind of open to all of other stuff, because here in Brazil we have like this range of regional rhythms, which is quite amazing. When you guys think about bluegrass and stuff like that, we think about other stuff, So, which is awesome. For example, all of our lyrics they're written by, almost of all our lyrics are written by our singer Tigas, and they're brilliant, they're awesome, because he takes like everyday life aspects of everyone, and he tries to put that into song. But I'm more into metal stuff. But Ivan's gonna tell you right now what he's into.
Well, basically, what Chigas brings to the band is like poetry. He takes everyday stuff and turns into poetic words. He turns it into like your aspirations or your, I mean,
It's like showing something, the bad aspects that you have in everyday life, but always getting that bright side, that good side that you have to come up with, the hope, and to look on that struggle of everyday life, but not as final. Another aspect that's really nice of the band is that everyone is a composer. It's not just a sole composer. Music is speaking.
Yeah. We are 5 people that are writers and composers, and the 5 of us have written lyrics, and we have written music, and we have our words spoken. But mostly when we talk about lyrics, we rely on Tigas because he has all this way of turning it into words that really express our feelings.
Please, guys, tell us about the mixing and the mastering of the new EP by Venomous, the Tribus EP, and which recording studio did y'all guys record it in? How long did it take you guys to make the Tribus? How long did it take?
So this is Guy here, and actually it took us like about 4 months, but during the pandemic, it seemed like 2 years. We couldn't like because we couldn't write it together, but our EP was actually all it was mixed and produced at Dual Noise Studios here in Brazil, with Veco, which is our producer. He's been great, to all these metal bands here in Brazil. We actually have a scene right now because of him, because he's a very prestigious guy. Like, he's been playing all around the world, and he started this studio. It was a pleasure, and we've been doing it all of our, all of our albums were done by him. It was a pleasure to be with him. It was something, but we took it to the next level because we had actually keyboards this time, full time, with Felipe Abalonte, which were awesome. Yeah, a step, further. So it was a pleasure, but it was tough, man. It was really tough because we are always, composing together, we're writing music together and stuff like that. So being not around to each other was like really terrible.
Yeah, we had no plans to record a new album, a new EP. We had just released our second long play, that was The Black Embrace, and the pandemic started, and we were talking, and then we had no tours to make, and then Michael from Rural Records got in touch with us, and he said, well, could you release maybe an EP with our label, and then we could work in something new? And we said, okay, we will try. How long can we record it, and when do we have to send you, the new songs? And he gave us like a deadline, and we had to make it, and we made it.
Thankfully, you guys kept on working and writing new material and giving the fans this EP, Tribus, which is very great. I have listened to it, and played it some on the show. We really, really love it. Thank you guys for the continuation of keeping the band's music going. Even though we've had the pandemic with COVID-19, you still are able to work and still produce and bring out more new music by Venomous. Thank you for it.
Well, actually, we really appreciate it for like you having us in your show. It's been tough. You know, I don't think only for us. I think all bands all around the world and people around the world that have been affected by COVID, and we share our sincere, you know, love for everyone that has been affected by it.
And we hope that through our song that everyone can
find comfort.
Find comfort and stuff like that. Yeah, awesome.
Okay, you guys have track number 4, which is the single and official YouTube music video, Unity, off the new Venomous EP, Tribus. Tell us about the location of the video, who produced it and directed it.
Man, it was awesome producing this video. Actually, we've been to a farm belongs to Ivan, our guitar player, which is in the countryside of Brazil. Yeah, and so Unity was actually conceived by Ivan and Chigas, along with Ana Moreira, which is she's a great she's our producer. She's a great girl, and we have this script, you know, because the thing all comes from Trinity and duality that actually comes to unity. So that's a trilogy. We're talking about since the Trinity project back in New Mexico, and then the atomic bomb, and then duality when we talk about the Cold War and stuff like that. And unity is all about, you know, globalization and the world as a whole right now that we have, right? So it was like envisioned by them. So I think that we tried to do our best, you know, and we went to a studio and said, like this, let's sit here for 17 hours and come up with the best project we've ever had, you know. So I think they can tell you a little bit better than myself.
No, but all these isolation matters, you know, was taken into consideration. We had to lock ourselves inside a studio, and just the 5 of us and one cameraman to shoot it, and then take like raw footage of the internet to put together, you know. But I think the final result just express everything we wanted to say with this work, you know.
And the one that made it, the director was Leonardo Benatti. He was also the director.
Okay.
And he produced our new video also from Ireland.
He has been producing some videos for us for a long time now, since like the Black Embrace from 2019.
Okay, guys, next I'm going to spin a new track off the new EP, Tribus by Venomous. Well, let's spin track number 4, Unity, which we just talked about the single off the new EP, and we will be right back with Gia, Ivan, and Tigus of Venomous after this. Venomous, talking about their new EP, Tribus. Who did the cover art for the new EP, Tribus by Venomous? Who created the outstanding Venomous band logo also?
Yeah, the logo is actually a cool story because we used to hang out at this tattoo parlor here in Brazil. And then one of the guys who were hanging out there, he looked at our previous logo and he said, like, yeah, I can do it better. So he did it, you know. And it was really, really cool. And we started using it. But the thing is, all of our arts are made by Ricardo Bancaleiro. He's a very, very talented artist here in Brazil. He draws everything. You know, that's what, because I've always thought about, you know, Iron Maiden, you know, covers, you know, and they're all drawn. Mm-hmm. And I've always thought about that. Once I have like a band, I want to have it all drawn, you know. But he's actually exceeded my all expectations, you know, and stuff like that. So, and about Tribus is that there's a lot of meaning to the cover, you know, to the art. If you see it, you're gonna see it Trinity, duality, and actually unity there. So it's gonna be awesome, you know. You guys can explore it, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
So the thing is, for example, you have like this nuclear, you know, like the radioactive sign, you know, mm-hmm. And each corner of it actually talks about one song, you know. So there's actually Trinity, duality, and unity, and there are things to come, and there are things to come. You guys have no idea.
Okay, guys, I have 3 questions by our good friend and brother Victor Augusto, who does killer reviews on metal bands from Brazil, you all's country, and from all over the world. The first question Victor has for you guys tonight is, there is a concept on the songs Trinity, Duality, and Unity connected to atomic bombs, Cold War, and globalization. If you could explain it for us.
Yes, of course. It's like a chronological order, you know. Basically, there are 3 songs that talk about the world's history and our civilization's history, actually. That started in Trinity when the discovery of like atomic energy and nuclear power changed. It changed deeply the world with like the Second World War and the Trinity Project, and then the bombs that was released, that were released, and it leads on to a new period in history that we call the Cold War, right? That's what we talk about duality. It's like two powers. It's like what is right, what is wrong, but what is wrong is right, and it's like do we even know, like exactly like Chiga said, it's like a smoke screen.
Mhm.
Do we even know what's wrong, what's right, what is happening, what, and I mean, it's all very dual, and unity comes to a point when the Cold War ends and we have like globalization that we are
Actual period that we're living on.
yeah where we are right now in history, like we are a whole, but
It's
it's
the internet. The internet has made it possible for all peoples of the world to get together at some point. And that's what I'm talking about. Everyone's talking about being together and stuff like that. There are goods and bads. That's what we're trying to say all along. There are goods and bads and out of everything.
Mhm.
So I guess that's it. Like that's kind of a timeline back
Yeah.
from 46, 47 up to now.
it's always been goods and bads, right? But
Yeah.
now the world is a whole. Now it's all connected, right? It's all connected. We are living in a world when we cannot separate ourselves from everybody. So that's what we try to talk about in this latest work we have released.
Very interesting subject on the subject matter with the songs and everything. Okay, question number 2 from Brother Victor Augusto. Despite Venomous play a very heavy music sound, you could fit catching melodies and amazing structures that let the sonority easy to digest. How hard is it to create this balance between heaviness and melodies?
Too hard, actually. Yeah. That's a mix that, for example, I grew up in the 80s, so, for example, Iron Maiden is like kind of my stuff. But still, there was layer there. So, and then back in the 2000s, we all actually listened to Arch Enemy. It's like, what the hell is that,
Mm-hmm.
But it's tough. It's really tough to mix that, because when we think about it, people who are into metal or they are into this kind of like melodic stuff and all this kind of heavy stuff, but when you mix them together, it's like that's a perfect combination. So, and the thing is, we actually have some really, really, really great musicians that they all make it possible. But still, it's a challenge. It's a challenge every day when we are writing songs.
Okay, guys, thank you for
We're
your
trying
answers to that.
to do something different.
Final question number 3 from Brother Victor Augusto. When will you guys visit Brasilia, the capital of Brazil, to drink beer with Victor and Flash Over members? Laughing out loud.
What's the follow?
I just spoke with Fernando from Flashover, and we are trying to get some dates, so we can play together again and do this legendary gig that we did, drink with the guys again. But we really don't know if the pandemics will let us do this until next year, But It was really cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, it must be hard for people to travel around the US as it is to travel around the our country, Brazil, you know.
It's a huge country.
Yeah, they're both really big places, and it's not easy for us to reach out to them right now, you know. But of course, beers. We love beers, and we want to share beers with everybody, since Flashover guys and you guys.
So far, how has the reviews been going for you guys of Venomous with the new EP Tribus?
We've had some great reviews from all around the world, you know. Some people since like the Netherlands and Portugal and Spain, and like some US magazines have talked a lot of good stuff about us. We are really surprised to hear a lot from them, you know.
The thing is, whenever you release a record here in Brazil, an album, we don't expect much, you know. But when the world starts talking to you, it's something that actually blows your mind, right? And the thing is, we actually been there, you know, in Europe and stuff like that. But we still miss you guys back in the US. We're going there. I promise you.
Yeah, we love you.
Yeah, if you ever make it to Atlanta, Georgia, USA, more than definitely, I will come see you guys perform live. If ever this pandemic, lockdown, and COVID-19 crap ever ends, would love to see you guys.
Yeah. Actually, we would love to see you guys, and you know, have some beers together and like let's have fun. You know, that's the problem with the pandemic.
It's gonna end soon.
Yeah. The pandemic's like.
And soon we will be there.
Yeah, there's this fucking virus. I'm sorry about the bad word, but still, we're going to you guys, and we're gonna have so much fun. You have no fucking idea.
Which brings me to, what would a new fan attending your concert, what kind of Venomous show will a new fan to be get?
Oh, they're gonna get so much energy, man.
Yeah,
We are
we
really
can promise.
crazy in stage and after, you know. We're not that band that do a show and go out to the van, you know. We like to drink, we like to talk with everybody, we like to have fun with everybody. So that's the kind of show that everyone can expect.
Yeah, we love playing, we love metal, we love everybody that are in this world, you know. We just live for that.
Like Manowar said, if you're into metal, you're my friend.
Yeah.
Awesome, metal for life.
Yeah.
Always.
What inspires Venomous the most these days, musically speaking, guys?
Well, I mean, the thing is, for example, we have this kind of. Everyone is different in a band, and we like this. Everyone likes heavy music, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm more into European bands and stuff like that. I do love like American heavy metal, especially in the 80s, you know. I'm really into the big four and stuff like that. But the thing is, with Venomous, we have these like Brazilian roots, you know, that we try to expose, not like a Sepultura, you know, because Sepultura was like really tribal and stuff like that. Right. And I really love that, but we can't replicate it, you know, and I don't think it's fair, you know. But still, each member here has a different taste. I'm into European metal. Ivan is
I myself, I love like Brazilian traditional music, like samba, that is traditional here, and there has been many bands that explore this area in metal, but the way we approach it is a bit different from most bands that we have heard here. We like approaching it in a more personal matter, if I could say so. We would like to bring our experience as individuals. Like every one of us have had different relations with the Brazilian scene, with the Brazilian metal. Like not every one of us loves Sepultura like you would think so, but we try to do it as many possible ways as we can.
Let's talk about this. Tell me about your favorite performance venues that you guys of Venomous have done in the past, and what are some cool stories you had with touring and on the road and gigging?
Well, I think the best one that we have, best gig that we ever did, was with the Cavalera Brothers. In Audio Club, we opened the show here, and it was thousands and thousands of people, and that was enjoying our show like before then. It was amazing, a really dream come true. But
the best one, come on, the best one.
Okay, but to go
Which is the best one?
For me, it's your best one. Come on.
Come on. The best one for me, actually, my experience was actually Montpellier in France.
Yeah.
You have no idea how the energy was there. It was like the five of us on the stage, like we were tired, we were like beaten up from the road. Like we were really, tired. But when we got there and then we started playing our first notes and people started reacting to it, I think, of course, when you play with the Cavalera Brothers, it's like something out of your mind.
It's magical.
It's magical. But still, Montpellier is like, we are looking at each other right now. Yeah. And we're like, Montpellier is like
It was
awesome.
very emotional playing in France, in Montpellier, because we had to put aside some differences and we had to do our best like we had never had to do.
And we did it.
So I think that explains it all.
Okay, Gear Talk, guys. What can you tell me about your guitars, your bass guitar, your drums, your mic for the lead singer and everything? What can you tell us about the tools and instruments that you guys use currently?
Yeah, Guy is a solar artist, right?
Yeah, I'm actually right now I'm endorsed by Solar Guitars from Ola, which is such an honor. That's really great. And I play with my guitar and then some foot pedal, and that's it, and that's it. It's like straight to it. Yeah. But Ivan plays with something much nicer.
Yeah, myself, I play with PRS guitars that I have dreamed of my whole life. And the first time I played it, it changed my way of playing forever. So I'm very thankful for Paul Reed Smith that created this. This great piece of wood that I call a guitar.
For me, you give me a mic and everything is okay.
But Chigas has his voice. He doesn't need microphone.
But Chigas works with Cher as well.
Yeah,
he works with Cher. Yeah. And our bass player actually have some custom Brazilian basses, which are awesome, with some Brazilian custom pickups as well. And our drummer plays with Ludwig drums, but he has all this mix of cymbals, like from Paste and Zugen, and also there's another one, German Mile. So we actually kind of keep it simple because we have to travel all around the world. So we don't have the luxury, of having this whole crew around us, so we can take as much equipment as we can, as we could, and as we should, right now.
two guitars, one bass, and that's all we need,
But
to
we are,
travel around.
yeah, but we're playing right now with 7-string guitars, so that's awesome.
Okay, where do you see your band in the near future? Your goals to where you want to be as a band, and if ever this COVID-19 pandemic junk ever ends, what's next for Venomous?
We want to be in the US, right? We want to be
Well,
for the
actually,
first time.
we should have been there, already. But the thing is, well, the pandemic has ruined for everyone, right? Since we are like a upcoming band, and we have toured Europe like twice, the next step naturally would be the US, right? And South America because it's closer to us. But the thing is, we have our plans. You guys have no idea what our plans are, but we have a new album coming soon. And we're gonna take it all over the world. You have no idea, guys. Not only the US, not only Europe, not only South America and stuff like that. Asia is in the talks. So, guys, you can expect us all over the world.
Yeah, we will be there.
Representative round.
We will be there. We will be all over Europe. We will be everywhere for our next record.
What does the music mean to you, each one of you personally?
My life.
For me personally, it's all I have ever done.
So, my life.
Man, it's the best form of expression that you can have, As Guy said, now it's my life. I can see me doing anything else than music.
Joker, the thing is, I want to tell all of you guys out there, sometimes life gets really pretty rough on every one of us, Shit happens. But still, you can find some comfort in something you like. And that's what heavy metal has been to me all my life. I know I'm from Brazil. I'm really far away from you guys.
Okay, guys, please tell us where to buy your music and give a plug on all your websites where we can buy a physical copy of the new EP, Tribus. And do you guys have any merchandise like t-shirts? And will the EP be on vinyl formats?
Okay, that's a great question. Actually, by the way, you guys can reach out to us, or every single address is Venomous Official. It's not like official because it's just with one F. Okay, so you can search us on YouTube, whatever. Yeah, like Spotify and stuff like that, Instagram. Facebook. And by the way, we have like this digital store, but the thing is, we don't, that store doesn't serve like the whole world. But if you DM us, we can send you all over the world, wherever you are. And but by the way, you guys go there in our store, check out the merchandise, and we send you at any place. If you guys are listening to us like in Papua New Guinea, we're gonna send you. Don't worry.
Doesn't matter if it's Manila, Philippines. You still have access to send to countries all over the world.
Of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Of course. Joker, we're gonna do it. It doesn't matter. Just go into our store, log in. We're gonna send you.
Okay, guys, please give shout outs to some new fans and the fans you already have. What would you like to say to them in closing?
I would like to say, guys, I know it's really, really tough at the moment, but hang on, bros. We're together. We are not on the same boat. We are in the same storm, but we are there, okay? So, back from us here in Brazil, just a shout out to all of you. You guys are the best. Keep metal.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Gia. Ivan and Tygus, thank you for doing tonight's interview on the Electric Circus, brought to you by MetalMessiahRadio.com. We are your metal music messiah. The best of luck to you guys of Venomous in the future with future offerings and touring after this COVID ends. The best of luck to you. Thanks again. Keep a rockin' and metal on.
Yeah.